Wa pili atakuwa ni Agriculture Abdirahi Haji Farah, mwenyekiti wa Garissa Farmers Association. Atafuatwa na Cross Border Traders Hassan Gare.
Assalamu alaikum. Kwa majina naitwa Abdirahim Farah. Ni mkulima, chairman of Garissa Farmers Network. Farming, my colleague talked of livestock production. Mine is crop production. Crop production in our community came about after we lost our livestock. So it is an afterthought. It's not something we are familiar with. It's not something we knew from generations, but it's a circumstantial. Your Excellency, being in that situation, we need a lot of hand-catching and walking. What do we have as a potential? This is where we start. In Garissa, we have Tana River, the largest river in Kenya, running through. We share the other side of the border with our colleagues in Tana River County, and this side is Garissa. It runs over 300 kilometers in our county. The arable land meant for crop production is over 700,000 hectares. 700,000 hectares, a big land. It's twice what Egypt uses to produce all the products it produces to the world. Out of that, we use only 10%. We use actually 4,000 hectares as a productive, active production area. The other 90%, we are looking at your government to initiate, to facilitate, to make it productive and serve the rest of Kenya. And make us happy, because when we get something in our laps, in our pockets, in our families, we also enjoy. So the 700 hectares along the Tana River that require production has challenges. The challenges are many. As introductory, I said this is new to us. So from beginning, land preparation, land planting, land harvesting, all those things need support. All of them are new to us. Right now what we have over 300 farms along the Tana River, 72 groups, 75 groups who are producing something. But what they are producing is minimal. And when they produce, there's nowhere to take it. And when they get somewhere to take it, the prices are determined by the buyer. The buyer is the one who tells us, I'll buy you a nyanya for 10 shillings a kilo or 100 shillings a kilo. Take it or leave it. And this is because there's no way to reserve, there's no way to keep it, and all you have is a truck waiting, remove it from my back, do what you want, and the other side is somebody telling you, take what I have. So all this is a challenge, and solutions are ahead. But when I talked to my farmers yesterday and last night, and I asked them what is the one thing, the two things that we will tell the government that is coming, that we need you to do 1, 2, 3 for us to be better than we are. Two things showed up. Number one is the scientific use of the water resource we have, the Tana River. What does that mean? The Tana River flows on its own. Sometimes it overfloods, kills all we have. And the other time, we don't have the tools to bring that water to the farm. So we need that support, irrigation support, and control of the river banks. Right from the source. The riverbank floods sometimes because of release of our dams, release of the dams from above. So our farmers feel if we can control our riverbank, if we can have tools to draw the water from that place to our farms, we can be better than Egypt. We can produce more than what is produced in Egypt. That's number one. The other thing our farmers want is market for their goods. If we can say the Hustler government we have coffee farmers, tea farmers, and we know where they are and what they produce, the maize farmers. If we can have sweet melon farmers come from Garissa, and all the sweet melon that goes into the world is produced by Garissa, and that is our focus, and our cooperative groups are focused on that, then we have reached a step. I know all these are possible, but our farmers want specific support, which we can say we were given by the current government, the previous government did not do, or anything like that. So this is our focus. This is our challenge. This is our proposal for solution. What do we think it will take for a government to do, to move us from where we are to where we want to go? Resources required. We'll propose to your government to set aside R1 billion a year for the next 5 years to help farmers. We'll propose our county, boss who's here, to set aside 200 million to maintain the investment made by the national government. We'll propose a technical support from our ministries to guide our farmers from day one to the end, to renovate all the structures that are run down, our motorbikes for extension workers, and the extension workers themselves supported to reach where they're supposed to reach. This is our proposal to you. The idea of hustle and narrative resonates with the thinking of these people. We think it can work. We think it is for these people, and we are in support of it. I ended. That's my presentation.
Thank you very much, Haji Farah. Asante sana. I think we don't need a better technical person than yourself. From just listening to you, you can provide a lot of support in terms of understanding and knowledge of the whole farming enterprise in this region. And I want to ask my team that you better pick his number so that we can have a further conversation with Haji Farah, because I think we can benefit from his understanding of what needs to be done. Listening to you is very refreshing, Bwana Haji. You know, when people think about Garissa, they don't think about farming because they believe it's just a desert, you know. But listening to you, I think Northern Kenya is the next frontier for our production, actually. I think it's the future, because land elsewhere is shrinking into 2 acres, 3 acres, and that kind of thing. I think the only space we can now find to do commercial farming and commercial food production is actually this region. And therefore, as part of our plan, just before I tell you our plan, Let me just seek some 2-3 clarifications from you. So you are saying the quality of the information the farmers are using, they don't have a long-term relationship in farming, so they would benefit from more technical support in their farming practices. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
And then mechanization is the other thing, that land preparation, the whole space of mechanization is a big thing.
Yes, it is.
Is that correct? And then finally, you're saying marketing. You have too many middlemen, brokers, people in between the farmers and the market.
That's it.
And a value chain assessment yenye itahakikisha kwamba yule mkulima anafikisha mazao yake sokoni kwa muda unaofaa na kwa bei, atapata bei ya sawasawa bila ya kusumbuliwa na hawa watu wa katikati. Ni hivyo?
That's it.
Alafu vile vile nimekusikia ukisema pengine kama ingewezekana ili mkulima awe na latitude kidogo, ni tuwe na uwezo wa kuwa na cold rooms ili tuwasaidie badala ya mtu kukupatia masharti kusema either ni hii ama hii, uwe na mahali ambao unaweza kuzuia, unaweza kuweka kwa cold room wiki 2, wiki 3, mwezi moja, ukipanga vile utatafutia soko sawa sawa. Agreed?
That is it.
The final thing I didn't hear about is maneno ya processing. Do you think that there is any opportunity in processing, whether it is your mangoes or your oranges or the watermelon or the tomatoes? Do you think there is opportunity, value addition na pengine agro-processing according to you?
Your Excellency, there is great potential for processing. Actually, it would have been the preference right now to have a dryer, a cold room, and a processing system for our farmers, because they produce something and everything they produce is getting wasted. Post-harvest loss is more than what we invest in. So it will do great work if we got a processing to add value to what we have.
I think Abdi, ile shida tuko naye Garissa kama wakulima, nikiwa mjumbe hapa, ni hii maneno ya maji kuachiliwa kutoka Kindaruma. Nyinyi mnalima shamba yenu mwaka nzima na mvua, sile mvua ya Garissa, ni maji kutoka Kindaruma inakuja inamaliza mapato yote ile mulilima. Hiyo nimeona ni changamoto. Nataka umweleze sasa Mheshimiwa Deputy President na Rais mtarajiwa, hiyo changamoto wewe ukiangalia inaweza kufanyika vipi? Tujenge dikes ama ajenge dams ama control hiyo maji? Sababu nafikiri wale wananisikiza Garissa, ile kitu inamaliza inaweka moyo ya watu chini ni hii maji ambayo inafunguliwa alafu inaharibu mashamba.
I respond. In fact, when I talked to the farmers, tulipoongea, ile kitendo ilikuja juu kabisa katika fikira zao, ni ile juu hata microphone ile mambo ilikuja juu kabisa kama priority ya number 1 ni hiyo maji ya mto. Hii maji ya mto inaharibu kitu na hakuna compensation. Inaharibu kitu na inaharibu kabisa, kwa sababu ikikaa kwa shamba miezi 3 with sometimes residues from unknown dispensers that were used, it leaves a level of dirt on the farm. So planting later becomes a problem. So somebody totally gives up on farming again. So that is a major issue, yes.
So Farah, nimekusikiza kwa makini na wakulima wenzako. Kwanza umesikia tuko na mpango, tulikuwa nayo katika ile mpango ya Big Four, lakini baada ya hii mambo ya handshake, hiyo mpango yote ya Big Four ilisambaratika. So tutarudisha ile mpango ya kujenga dams. Na dam moja ambayo ilikuwa ni baadhi ya dams ambazo tulikuwa tunataka kujenga ni dam kubwa inaitwa Grand Falls, ambayo ingetusaidia kuzuia mafuriko kwa River Tana, ili kuondoa hiyo matatizo ya maji kuja kuharibu mashamba yenu. Hiyo Grand Falls ambayo tulikuwa tayari tumetengenezea kandarasi, lakini ilikuja ikapotea kwa sababu ya makelele mengine hapo. Mimi nataka nikuhakikishie that is a priority project in our government, na itafanya mambo kadhaa. Number one, tutatengeneza dam kubwa. In fact, I think it will be the largest dam in Eastern Central Africa hapo. Na hiyo dam ndio itatusaidia katika hii program ya Lower Tana ambayo inakuja mpaka Garissa. Hiyo kilomita 300 umesema. Na pia itatusaidia all the way mpaka Tana River kule chini. Katika kufanya hiyo area yote tuweze kuwa na maji ya irrigation. So tuta control kwanza maji ndio isiwe inakuja na fujo na uharibifu, lakini sasa tutatumia hiyo maji by irrigation. Na unajua uzuri itakuwa irrigation ile ya gravity, kwa sababu pale iko ni pahali juu kabisa. So the rest will be very cheap water that we can use for irrigation in this area. That's number one. So I want to give you my assurance ya kwamba kama kuna kitu moja lazima tufanyie watu wa Garissa ni kutengeneza either dam 2 ama 3 yenye italeta maji ya irrigation Garissa County. Jambo la pili ni kuhakikisha kwamba mko na msaada wa serikali kwa mambo ya irrigation. Mimi kama naibu wa rais nilienda kule Kanana kuangalia vile wanafanya irrigation hapa Sudan. Na ni mambo rahisi sana. So the process of mechanization, kuhakikisha kwamba mko na kwanza information na technical support ya kutosha, ili tujue ni vyakula gani tunaweza kupanda sehemu hii, kama ni nyanya, kama ni kitunguu, kwa sababu kwa sasa tunaagiza vitunguu kutoka East Africa na tuko na ardhi ambayo tunaweza kutengeneza. Tunaagiza simsim, tunaagiza sunflower, tunaagiza soya ambayo inaweza kuguzwa hapa Garissa na iwe ni chakula ya binadamu, na pia tupate raw materials ya chakula ya ng'ombe. So it's a dual crop ambayo inaweza kutusaidia katika ile feedlot ya kusaidia ng'ombe zetu ziweze kupata kilo yenye tunaweza kuuzia. Na mimi nataka nikuhakikishia kwamba mambo ya agricultural mechanization na information is part of our plan. Na jambo lile lingine ni la cold rooms. Tayari tuko na support ya serikali ya Poland kwa mambo ya coolers. Tuko na coolers ya maziwa na tuko na coolers ya agricultural products. A program that was running lakini kidogo ikapata matatizo ya kisiasa. We will straighten it up and make sure that we deliver cold rooms ndio wakulima wa hapa waweze kusaidika na mambo ya cold rooms. Alafu vile wewe mwenyewe umesema tuwe na bilioni 1 kila mwaka kama Kenya Kwanza tumesema mpango yetu ni kuweka hazina ya bilioni 100, sio bilioni moja, bilioni 100 ya Kenya mzima ya kusupport hiyo mambo ya agro processing, value addition, manufacturing, that whole sector. Na that is at the heart of our plan. Ndio tuwasaidie kwa sababu hii area ni area ambayo horticulture is the future, from mangoes to oranges to melons and to all the other agricultural, especially horticultural products we can get from here. And maybe tutaongezea mambo ya soya ili tuweze kuwa na chakula pia ya ng'ombe. So nimekusikiza kwa makini. The information you have given us is of great value. The other one thing that I want to promise you ni kwamba value addition and agro processing must accompany. Ndio tuweze kuongeza dhamana, tusiuze vitu raw. Hata kama ni hiyo nyanya, tuone what we can sell in its primary form and what we can sell as processed stuff. But asante sana kwa mawazo yako. I think it is among the best presentations I have had in the last couple of weeks and months. Asante sana. Thank you.